great entertainment, and great weather. I'm going to do a little bit of a season recap for the women. Kevin is going to do a recap for the men. Chris is going to do a recap for the divers. And then we're going to go follow the program with the records. I'll be brief, although I could speak for a long time. This was one of my favorite seasons in my 25 years of coaching. It was one of my favorite seasons because I enjoyed coming to the pool. I had a team that took responsibility, held each other accountable, and wanted it. They not only wanted it, they wanted to do the work to get there. One of my proudest moments was when there was a morning workout. It was either a Tuesday or a Thursday where there wasn't a lot of people. I needed to get a piece of equipment out of the women's locker room. I don't go to the women's locker room very often. I try to avoid it. But everyone was in the water. I pounded on the door, like, hello, hello, pounded on the door again, hello, hello. And as I walked in to go get the parachute that we needed, I noticed on the wall in the locker room a poster of goals and of team norms. And as I saw the poster, I realized that this team gets it. They got the fact that this wasn't going to be easy. They got the fact that they needed to come together. They got the fact that they had to rely on each other and work together to make it happen. And when I read the goals and when I read the team norms, I could not have been more proud. So I get a lot of emails, I get a lot of phone calls, and I get a lot of congratulations to me. And the reality is the thank you needs to go to you. You are the ones that did it. After last year's Ivies, it was a very difficult time. We lost a very tough meet. And I'm a big believer, it's not how many times you get knocked down, it's how many times you get back up. And I think that the determination that this group had last year, last spring, last summer, and in the beginning, the leadership of the senior class, along with the followers, not only takes leaders, it takes the first follower, the second follower, to do the right things when Carrie and I weren't around, to make the right decisions when we weren't looking, to be able to know that things were going to get done correctly. It was not a perfect season, but it was pretty darn close. I could not have been more proud of the outcome. I will just read off a few things to highlight the season. 2017 Ivy League dual meet champions with a record of 7-0, a 16-0 dual meet record for the season. 1,681 points at the Ivy League Championships, which is the highest in the history of the event. 14 wins out of 21 events. 8 second places, 7 third places. 13 new Yale team records. 6 Ivy Championship records. 10 Brown University pool records. 34 NC2A B cuts. We swept the awards. The high point swimmer of the meet, we tied with Bella and Kaylee. We were a high point diver of the meet with Lilibet. Career high point swimmer of the meet with Kina. Career high point diver of the meet with Lilibet. There were 10 first team all Ivy athletes. So 10 of a team of 34 won an event at Ivies. There were 8 second team all Ivies. So 8 got second place at Ivies. We had 1 winter academic all Ivy with Kina Zhao. You guys did a great job, but not only in the pool and on the boards, in the classroom as well. Over the last 4 years, not only has the swimming and diving improved, but our team GPA has improved. And a lot of that has to do with the men in this room. You set the standard really high, and the bar was almost impossible. And from day one when we arrived, our goal was to try to catch you. And it was tough. And we did it in a friendly way. But we talked about it a lot. And so to have the ability for you guys to set that and to be great role models in the classroom and to see how many of you take classes together and to see how many of you guys study together. That is something that I really think is incredible. Although we're separate programs, I believe that you guys, your academic focus is truly admirable, and it's something that is mutually beneficial. So our 3.6 GPA this past fall was something I honestly believe we never could achieve, because when you think about the numbers and you have 36 into that number, to obtain a 3.6 is almost impossible. I couldn't have done this by myself. I owe a lot of help to Tim and Kevin. The working relationship in the office when it comes to everything that we do. Carrie, again, just incredible job of coaching growth, really getting to know this team, and the improvement from last year was absolutely amazing. I think our sprinters really valued, I think we all benefited from the sprint work, in particular the circuits. But attention to detail, and most importantly, just the consistent positive messages. Chris, you had an amazing year, and to come back and to dominate the way you did at the end of the year is truly amazing. When I took a picture, and one of my favorite pictures, I take a lot of pictures, but to see the 1 meter final and see 4 blues and 4 crimsons was pretty awesome. But not only that, of your 6 divers, I think they all had their best meet at their championship meet. That's a dream come true. And for that to happen, that's a lot of work, it's a lot of patience, but also it's performing well under pressure. And I think that your demeanor, and I think that your low-key approach allows them to shine when the spotlight is on versus panic. And it was great to see. Mike, they love weights, and that is pretty amazing for a women's team to love weights. They love weights more than they do going to diving or going to swim practice. The energy is incredible. The improvement in our strength directly relates to our speed, and I can tell you right now, we have swum less this year than we have ever done. Not only in my 5 years here, but in my 25 years of coaching. We couldn't have done that lower volume of swimming if it wasn't for the strength gains that you gave us. So I really want to thank you for that. Lindsay, it's nice and comforting to know that there's someone that they can go to when they need help. Whether it be a minor or whether it be a major injury, it's nice. But what I appreciate the most is your communication. And being able to get the facts that I need to make the adjustments that I have to do when it comes to training, and there are adjustments. I mean, if there are 28 people in the pool, there are 28 adjustments that need to be made. Dr. Seagraves, Dean Seagraves, you made every single meet that we went to, on the road and at home, except for maybe Ohio State. Your above and beyond commitment to this team was felt by all, and we really appreciate it. Not only are you great at giving advice when it comes to Yale and Yale academics and navigating your way through that, it was great to see you up in the stands waving that flag at Ivy's, and the picture of seeing your face and being there is just incredible. Thank you so much for everything. I know that I probably forgot someone. Chris Pecora, thanks for your leadership. I really think that you're an easy approach. You're very easy to approach when it comes to, if we ever do have a conflict. Your sound advice and wisdom has been fabulous. And men's team, again, not only thank you for the academic support, but also our team appreciates those meets that we have together more than you know. And women's team, I'll wrap up by saying, I sometimes feel like I'm a captain of a ship that has to make the adjustments in the steering, has to make the adjustments with the motor, with the RPMs, whatever it might be, and I didn't do much this year. Thank you.
I just want to start off by thanking a few more people. I know you're kind of in the process of getting seated and situated. There are a few people I've already thanked, but now they're here. So I'd like to thank them again, starting with Chris Pecora. You've been just an ambassador to our program. We are so incredibly lucky to have you working with our teams, and your support and your advocacy for our programs is unparalleled. I want to thank the staff. Chris Bergier, first of all, congratulations on all the work you've done with your female divers, but also I see the direction the male divers are heading in, and it's really exciting to watch. Robert Dowd, you've just been an integral part of what we're doing. Your guidance on the pool deck, you do a tremendous job with our guys, and we're so lucky to have you on the pool deck, volunteering your time for the swim team. So thank you. And Mike Harris, our guys are getting bigger and stronger and faster and more powerful by the day. We can't thank you enough. And Lindsay, you're there to fix the guys while Mike is making them bigger and stronger. But all joking aside, I see the attention you pay to our swimmers and what you provide to them, and I know you're doing that for so many different athletes and so many different teams at Yale, and I honestly don't know how you balance it all, but you do, and you do an amazing job of it, and so thank you. So the season, a 16-0 and first place in the Ivy League is a pretty tough act to follow. Our guys, mostly wrapped up at Ivies with a pretty hard-fought fourth place finish in the league. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. I don't think there's a swimmer or a coach in this room that went into the season with the goal of finishing fourth in the league. I don't think there's a swimmer or a coach in this room that's content with fourth in the league. But I've also been a believer that the success of a team and the success of a team season shouldn't be solely based on one meet, one game, one match. And if you look beyond Ivy championships, a 10-2 record is a lot to be proud of. A 6-1 record in the Ivy League is a lot to be proud of. 4 all-Ivy performances, in addition to 2 relays, our 400 freestyle and 800 freestyle relay being named all-Ivy is a lot to be proud of. All those athletes will be back next year. All those all-Ivy performers and all-Ivy relays will be returning, so the future is very, very bright. In addition to that, we had 2 swimmers, Kay Hayudu and Aaron Greenberg, representing Yale men's swimming at NCAA championships. And Kay, thank you for the 3rd time in a row. You've been able to put some points on the board at NCAA championships. And if anybody was following that meet this year, that was no easy task. That was the fastest NCAA meet we've ever seen in the history of men's swimming in college. So, in closing, there's so much to be proud of in this room. The momentum I think that we have going into next season, I think will carry us through. I also think there's a lot of bulletin board material that will motivate our guys. And I'm excited for the future. I'm excited to see you guys and watch you progress in the future. So I guess we're going to go through and start reading some relay records off. So for the men, you're going to come up, we call your name, you're going to grab one of these pins. So we'll start off with the 200 freestyle. Adrian Lynn, for the time of 1:34.25.
New women's record in the 50 free, Bella Henley. So with these record pens, if you get a record in a given year, you're given the 1 pen, and even if you get multiple records. But we'll announce them all, but you don't have to come up each time.
Or you can for a handshake, okay. So we've got 2 records now for Kay Hayudu, the 500 freestyle, 4:16.71, and the 1,000 freestyle at 8:49.45 for Kay Hayudu. In addition to some middle distance and distance freestyle, Kay swam a 200 IM once this year apparently, and broke a school record in that with a 146.68.
Bella also got a record in the 100 free at 48.64. Keena Zhao, record in the 200 free, 146.23.
Okay, so we have a 400 freestyle relay record of 253.91 with Henry Geisert, Adrian Lin, Kei Hayugu, and Aaron Greenberg.
The next record for women is 1,000 free, Kaylee Silbert, 944.17.
So last we have a 800 freestyle relay of Jonathan Rudder, Adrian Lin, Tristan Fernari, and Kei Hayugu.
Next records broken are both the backstroke records by Heidi Vanderwell. In the 100, she went 52.79, and the 200, 155.21. Next up, both of the IM records, Destiny Nelson. In the 200 IM, she went 158.97, and in the 400 IM, 413.73. Our next records are all the 5 relays, all 5 of them. If you haven't received an award or a pin already, go ahead and come up. The first one was 200 freestyle relay. Bella, Kate Rogers, Maddie Zimmerman, and Keena Zhao. 129.60. The next relay is the 400 freestyle relay. Keena Zhao, Kate Rogers, Lily Margotti, and Bella Hindley. The next relay is the 800 freestyle relay. Keena Zhao, Lily Margotti, Olivia Jameson, and Bella Hindley. Then we have the medley relays. The 200 medley relay, Heidi Vanderwell, Shaw O'Leary, Maddie Zimmerman, and Bella Hindley. And then the last record is the 400 medley relay, Heidi Vanderwall, Shaw O'Leary, Maddie Zimmerman, and Keena Zhao. So one of the amazing things of being at Yale is the history and the tradition, in particular with this program. Some of the awards that we will hand out tonight have been in existence for quite a long time. The first award that we will hand out will be the Livingston Mather Award. The Livingston Mather Award was established in 1950. It is named after Livingston Mather, graduated class of 1905. It's awarded for the outstanding performance in backstroke swimming. The women's recipient for the year 2016-17 is Heidi Vanderwall.
And for the men, our most outstanding backstroker, Alex Schultz.
Our next award is the M. Davies Award, and it is awarded to the top breaststroker. The M. Davies Award winner for the year 16-17 is Sha O'Leary.
Okay, the award for the men goes to Jonathan Rudder.
Our next award is the Tim Jecko Award. It is the top IMer, and for the women this year is Destiny Nelson.
And the Tim Jecko Award for the men, we actually have two this year. Jonathan Rudder, come back up here, and bring Kane, how you do with you?
Congrats again.
The next award is the John E. Heaton High Point Award. It was established in 1924. John Edward Heaton, a former resident of New Haven, awarded to that swimmer or diver who has scored the greatest number of possible points for the team in a dual meet competition for the past season. For the winner, for the women's team, Kina Zhao.
And the Heaton High Point for the men goes to Kay, how you do?
The next award is the McLeish Memorial Swimming Trophy. It was established in 1936. Halstead B. Vanderpool, graduating class of 35, in memory of Kenneth McLeish. Awarded to that member of the team who, through his efforts and high ideals in sportsmanship and loyalty, best exemplifies the spirit of Kenneth McLeish. The winner for this year is Lila Felix.
And for the men, our captain, Alex Goss.
Congrats.
The Harry Burke Award was established in 1966 by the Yale Swimming Association to honor Yale's retired coach. It is awarded for the outstanding contribution to Yale swimming by an underclassman. The recipient this year is Bella Henley.
for the men, we have Will Drexler.
The William Leeming Jelliff Award was established in 1925. Dr. and Mrs. Smith Ely Jelliff, in memory of their son, William L. Jelliff, graduating class of 23. It's awarded annually to that senior who has shown the greatest progress and development in swimming or diving ability and outstanding leadership during her college career. This year's recipient is Olivia Jameson.
For the men, we have our senior, Nick Sellinger.
The Eleanor Bobby Dawson Award is awarded to that upperclass member of the women's team who has contributed immeasurably to Yale swimming tradition by her dedication and personal achievement. We have two recipients of the Bobby Dawson Award, and they are Lilibet McRae and Kaylee Silver. And for the men, we have the Philip Moriarty Award. It was established in 1969 by the Yale Swimming and Diving Association in honor of former Yale head coach Phil Moriarty. It's awarded annually to the senior member of the team who has contributed immeasurably to the Yale swimming tradition by his dedication and personal achievement. That award goes to Ben LaRue. So the next award we do not award very often. It is the Robert J.H. Kipeth Award to that individual who has shown outstanding service, dedication, and loyalty to Yale University and the Yale Swimming and Diving Program. And the recipient of the Robert Kipeth Award this year is Mike Harris. We both ordered the bowl, so you can have one at work and one at home. So we're going to go class awards. We're going to go through freshmen all the way up. The freshmen get a certificate. However, our our printing person has been out of the office for the last couple of weeks, so you will get those shortly, but if you would step up, that would be great. And let me get that list. Lily Margotti, Ashley Pales, Shaw O'Leary, Phoebe Thompson, Sophie Fontaine, Sammy Trina, and Kendall Brandt. Come on.
Congratulations on your letter. Congratulations on your letter. Congratulations on your letter.
We're good.
I see the freshmen back there scurrying to get their coats on. I'll wait. I'll slow down. We've got Max Botain, Tristan Fernari, Henry Geiser, Ryan Housing, Chris Labella, Duncan Lee, Chris Miller, and Matt Slady.
The sophomore class, for your second letter, gets an amazing sweater. So, Destiny Nelson, Carrie Hellerman, Bella Henley, Willa Felix, Sophie Pilkington, Jackie Dew, Hannah Walsh, Talbot Paulson, and Cassidy Richards. Come on.
Okay, for the class of 2019 guys, we've got Scott Bull, Cooper Burrill, Joey Carbone, Will Drexler, Jacob Rinaldi, Adrian Lynn, Clay Stroda, and Ed Stolarski.
For your third year of lettering, you receive the most incredibly soft blanket on the planet. Maddie Zimmerman, Amy Zhao, Cheryl Zhang, Danielle Liu, Heidi Vanderwell, Kate Rogers, Paulina Kaminsky, McKenna Tennant, Alexa Kalenvite, and Kaylee Silver. Dirk Bell, Matt Kutze, Aaron Greenberg, Harrison Gu, Kay Hayugu,
Derek Cow, Sean Nee, Jonathan Ruther, and Wayne Zhang.
Your fourth year award winners for the women's team: Michelle Chintzanapple, Mackenzie Franklin, Olivia Jameson, Keena Zhao, Isla Hutchinson Maddox, Sydney Hersey, Lilibeth McRae.
Okay, and our senior guys, we've got Alex Goss, Ben LaRude, Anthony Mercadante, Oscar Mao, Alex Schultz, Nick Stallinger, and Ian Lowry.
Stand me down. Oscar, come here.